Guys, there is a news today, and as we all know that there's a giant leap for mankind that has happened today. Mankind has revealed the first image of what we call as black holes. And we all know that black hole is supermassive star, so massive and with such a high gravity that even light cannot escape the boundary, which we know as event horizon. And because of that, any matter or any particle or any energy that falls within a particular range or say a particular radius around a black hole will eventually fall into the black hole till it reaches the point which in physics we know as singularity. Scientists have studied several black holes over the years, and specifically they try to image a particular black hole to prove different theories of physics, especially the Einstein's theory of black holes. Now we have to talk about one black hole which is situated at the center of our very own galaxy, the Akash Ganga or the Milky Way. And that area is known as Sagittarius A star, not a star, but it's a notation given to this name. Now, as per Wikipedia, I'm reading it as per Wikipedia, Sagittarius A is a complex radio source at the center of the Milky Way, which contains a supermassive black hole. Now, it is located in the constellation Sagittarius and is hidden from the view. Remember, hidden from the view at optical wavelength. That means humans can't see that. By large cloud of cosmic dust in the spiral arms of the Milky Way. Now, there is something interesting here. The center of the Milky Way, we know it as, in astrology, as Moola Nakshatra. Jupiter is Gandanta in Moola Nakshatra right now in Sagittarius. That means as if Jupiter was stationary over the Sagittarius A star, that means over the black hole, and Jupiter is the planet of wisdom and knowledge, revelation of knowledge. In my previous videos, I said that there will be immense amount of revelation which we have never known before. It will be new to us. It will be something very different. And what a day it was, 10th of April, 2019. One special day for mankind. I told you that in Sagittarius, we have this Saturn, Ketu and Jupiter connection. Saturn, Ketu and Jupiter conjunction forming in a very, very unique way, happening only once in many hundred years. Now, this was in Sagittarius, and especially Jupiter was in Moola Nakshatra. How do we connect black holes with astrology? So for that, we have to understand a very fundamental knowledge about black holes, and we have to connect using the planetary information that we have in astrology. Now, we know we in astrology have a black hole working as a nakshatra, which is the Moola Nakshatra, the galactic center. Now, what happens is that in Moola Nakshatra, because it is a black hole, you know, it is defined by its roots. That means it brings the things downward, just as the sucking energy of Moola Nakshatra, the roots going deep inside rather than the outward. So any black hole will absorb and not radiate or reflect. Same is the property of Moola Nakshatra. Jupiter is with Saturn. Saturn is karma, and Ketu, revelation. So Saturn and Ketu together will form a black hole, because Saturn means massive. Saturn means it will be made of particles. It is far off, very distant from the sun. And Ketu means something which absorbs. When Jupiter comes in Moola Nakshatra, specifically when it is stationary, Jupiter was stationary, Jupiter was not moving, there was a revelation made about a black hole. Now, what is a black hole? Black hole is a star which has collapsed in itself, and it has become so dense, the density is so high that it is now tampering with the space-time fabric, and therefore the gravitational field of that black hole becomes very, very strong, so strong that neither light can escape. Now, in the case of a black hole, what happens is, why it is called black? Because we can't see that, so it's a general term given. So it's like a 3D object. It's not like there's a hole in the sky. No, It's like a 3D object we can't see because nothing emanates from itself. Everything gets absorbed. Just like Ketu, everything gets absorbed. Just like Mula Nakshatra, everything starts getting absorbed. But more importantly, what happens in black hole is it does not distinguish. It does not distinguish on what it is fed upon. It can feed stars, it can feed anything that he finds. Even light will not be able to escape. Light do not have mass. The energy also can't escape the gravity of black hole, the pull of black hole. This means information. Anything in this world is a set of constraints, is a set of information. Light is also can be defined as an information system because you can convey message through light. Because you are right now you are viewing this video because the light particles, the photons from the screen of your computer is falling inside your eyes, thereby activating the optic nerve in your eyes, relaying the signal to the brain. Brain is processing the image. There's a continuous process happening and you are getting a sensation that you're watching something which in reality is nothing but information being passed on via one medium to the other medium. In your brain, this information is chemical. In the outside world, this information is optic right now, which you are seeing. But how did you get this message? Via internet. It was not optic, it was through electromagnetic waves. So the medium changes, but the message remains constant. This is the information theory. This is the information system. So anything that reaches the black hole will be sucked in, irrespective of whatever it is. That means black hole. In the black hole, the information is lost. The information is scrambled. And that is why it is often said that when you go near to the event horizon, and if you try to see if you try to see in forward direction, you may see your own back of the head coming forward. So for example, if the light is falling at the back of the head, this light will bend across the black hole and come in front of you. So that means you're watching the back of your head in front of you. So it's like a distorted information. It's not linear. It does not follow any basic principle of physics. What rules it follow, I'm unaware of that. That obviously our scientists are working on that. It's a complete mystery. This is the first time we are seeing a black hole. It was never before pictured. And that is one massive discovery. Now, if I talk about information, then I have to talk about a very unique planet which we often ignore, which is Mercury. Mercury is the messenger. Mercury is the information system. So if I am getting an information of the black hole at this point of time, the role of Rahu, which is outward message, and Mercury must be there with connection with whatever is happening in Sagittarius. Now, it is obviously that the event is triggered by the presence of these three massive planets, Saturn, Ketu, and Jupiter in Sagittarius. But what made it possible is the presence of Mercury. If you see, Mercury is a direct and out of debilitation, and it is present in the sign of Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is 2 zodiacs away from Sagittarius. And what is happening in this case is that Aquarius is aspected by the 3rd aspect of Saturn and the 9th aspect of Rahu. Somebody may say that Rahu do not have aspect. I can make another video on that, but we can say the force field of Rahu is massive 5th and 9th. That is 120 degree and 240 degree zone from the house where Rahu will sit. So if Rahu is in Gemini, Rahu will aspect the Aquarius zodiac by its 9th aspect. Now, by the 9th aspect, Mercury is getting the energy from Rahu, and Saturn, who is with Ketu, is aspecting Mercury. Now, by the 3rd aspect, because Saturn is in Sagittarius. Now, the Rahu-Ketu axis, the new karmic axis, because this is a new karma. So, Rahu-Ketu axis, the topmost energy, Rahu, is aspecting Mercury. Now, in the Ketu side, Saturn has a conjunction with Ketu, and you know that by degree, they are very close right now. They're like, I think, 5 degrees apart. I have to just see. Now, but Saturn is getting that energy from Rahu. Ketu is trying to suck in. Jupiter is trying to give the information or relay the information about a black hole. The event is triggered. Now, Saturn takes in the message of Ketu and gives it to Mercury. Now, it's a Rahu, Ketu, and Saturn relayed information to Mercury, and Mercury is in Aquarius. And what is Aquarius? Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, and Aquarius is co-ruled by Rahu. So both the owner of the zodiac Aquarius, are aspecting Aquarius, whereas Saturn is with Jupiter, the owner of Sagittarius, Sagittarius zodiac, and Rahu is in Gemini, and Rahu is trying to aspect his own dispositor. So here you see that there is a so heavy influence of the Mercury and presence of Jupiter that Mercury is triggered. Mercury is triggered from the sign of Aquarius. Now, because Mercury is triggered, we get a faint image. We get that information, and there will be people who say that why are we getting this faint image? This is because the size of the black hole as seen from the Earth is about 0.43 micro arc second. That is very, very, very small. So you have to zoom that image. Also, the image is taken in the radio spectrum. There are radio telescopes who are constantly trying to monitor this black hole from different points of the Earth. So entire Earth was like an antenna. So a composite image was formed and a composite image was given. So construction or coherence of information was done over the years. And it was revealed when Rahu and Saturn both were aspecting their own zodiac, and Mercury and Venus were placed there. Now with Mercury, we also need to observe one more important fact, that Mercury is in Purva Bhadrapad Nakshatra. Now Purva Bhadrapad Nakshatra, as you can see, is a very occult nakshatra, and Purva Bhadrapad may reveal some deep hidden secrets, and that is what has exactly happened. Also, you will see that Mars and Moon were conjunct, and Mars aspect was on the sign of Sagittarius this point of time. And one more thing, we are going beyond our own star, which is Sun. Sun is a star, we all know that, and we are trying to go and reach beyond our star to see the faint image from the external world, the outside world, going beyond the boundary, crossing the boundary. And here the role of Sun will also come into picture. Why? Because if you see Sun, who is the ruler of Leo zodiac, and that means if you will see from Sagittarius, Leo falls in the 9th house. Now what is happening there? The 9th house Lord is 8th from itself. 9th house means new information, advanced studies, philosophical information, something which has to do with the development of mankind. And 9th house Lord is 8th, that means it is in occult, and Sun is in Pisces zodiac. Sun is completely down, the energy of Sun is less. So it's like the same thing which is happening. The light from our realm is low, and because the light of our realm is low, we are able to see the cosmos. So for example, if you switch on the entire lights of the world, you will be able to see a lot more stars than we are seeing right now. This happens for astronomers who wants to study stars. They always go to the remote location where there's no pollution, no light. And because of this, especially in the Arctic regions that I know of, and in that case, the sky is very clear and you are able to see. But what happens at that time? The existence of light in your own realm is absent, because the existence of Sun in our own realm was very weak. Sun is very weak right now. It is almost going to cross in the sign of Aries in few days, in 3-4 days. Because this light is weak, we were able to see the farthest corner of the universe and try to frame a picture of something. Now this is like eclipse. When this eclipse happens, the Sun becomes invisible, and then only we are able to see the corona, the outer layer of the Sun, which is usually invisible because of the brightness of the inner layer. And that is why there's a ring, the famous ring-shaped structure is formed, an image is formed in the sky. So Sun's presence, Sun's weakness right at this point of time created another path for the revelation of something which is never seen before. And henceforth we get the image. Yes, it was being collected from over the years, and you also have to understand that the entire time when Saturn moved into Sagittarius, these things were being pushed upon, these data were collected, and while the time Saturn is in this unity with Ketu and this kind of structural position of horoscope is being formed, we get some information. So this is how we can connect the astrology of the day on 10th of April 2019 with something which is very unique, the first time maybe in human civilization that we live, the kind of civilization that we live, we have a picture of black hole. Yes, there is a presence of black hole. So the concept of black hole in astrology is from the since inception of astrology. Now we know that Mool Nakshatras are very, very old concept. They are not new. They have not been created. These are very ancient concepts. So the concept of black hole was ancient. Yes, the interpretation was different. The way of relaying the information was different. But actually it was the information was same. Only the message was different. The path was different. The technology was different. So guys, I hope you liked my connection of astrology with the event of black hole that we see today. And if you like this video, do share, do give your views on this, because I'm not a physics expert. I'm a physics enthusiast. I study physics a lot, but I'm not a physics expert. I'm not a theoretical physicist. I do watch a lot of videos, do read theories, do read some mathematical interpretations. And I'm trying only to connect astrology with science, because again, the information is same. The way to interpret is different. It's just one is being experimented through mathematics and one is being experimented through another branch of mathematics. It's like you are trying to reach the same point, but through two different paths. Just try to understand that everything is science, nothing is mystery. Anything which is mystery is nothing but science yet to be discovered or yet to be understood. So guys, that was my video. Keep watching this Punneit's Astrology channel for more videos, and I will be coming soon with another video on Saturn's retrogression. Thank you guys.